make a little room, maybe move the radiator back and everything in case people want to run it with this style of radiator and everything on it. So,
hey, Jamie.
Hey Lisa, how you doing?
Good, how are you? I was wondering if you could take a look at my dad's lawnmower. Maybe you could get it started.
Okay. What do we...
Well, it's a little unique, kind of special. You want to take a look at the manual?
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, wow. We'll have to go take a look at that.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Be right there. Oh my gosh, that is a lawnmower. Jiminy.
Definitely unique.
Right?
I think you could take a look at it. Maybe get it running.
I think what exactly we have here, John?
Well, you got the book. You know as much as I do.
That looks like a jet or something, heck.
Yeah, it's a jet turbine.
Pretty cool.
Are you gonna drive this, Lisa?
If you get it running.
Right?
Yeah.
Might need a crash helmet for this. Jiminy. Oh man, that thing is cool. Man, how fast you think this thing will go?
I don't think it goes that fast.
It says it's a John Deere. I don't know if that'll fit in over here, but we're gonna see what we can do here.
You got some Alice Chalmers orange you can squirt on it?
Yeah, we might have to do that. I hope you don't mind. It comes when you come to pick it up if it's a different color, but man, I tell you what, this thing is cool.
You gonna try and get it running?
Yeah, I think so. I might pick. Well, I think what we'll do, we'll shove it in the shop here and get a warmer day. I don't know if you can mount a deck on that one there, John. I tell you what, if you could, that'd sure get you done in a hurry.
Burn the grass off.
Right? Yeah, you burn the grass off it.
They said something about it caught the trees on fire someplace.
Well, I could see that.
That's what they said.
Jiminy. All right, well, heck, we'll get this thing unloaded and take a little bit better look at it.
Okay.
All right, well, we got this old John Deere lawnmower slash, I guess I'd say garden tractor, shoved off in here into the shed until I get a chance to get the Blue Goose out of the shop. Then we'll get this thing in there and see if we can make it run. But man, this thing is something else. I haven't ever seen anything quite like this. I don't know where the heck John comes up with all this stuff. But man, I'll tell you what, it looks like it does have a, I guess that would be like a John Deere hydrostat style transmission and rear end in it. Maybe a John Deere seat and steering wheel, but other than that, and I don't see too much else that fits in with the old Deere ports there. But check out that tachometer on this thing. That thing is just cool. I'm guessing this must be your hydrostat lever for your reverse and forwards. It's got some pretty neat looking wag tires on the back of it here. Man, when we pushed that in here, boy, the steering was just pretty slick. I'm not sure what that steering box is, but man, it's smooth. That thing actually worked pretty good. I was amazed at the steering on it. And here's your old jet-powered turbine setup. It's got to be some kind of military use deal, I would almost say, the way everything looks. They got everything safety wired, keep the nuts and bolts from coming loose on it. And somebody put a lot of time and effort in this thing, and it is just neat. And then said they couldn't get it to start. He thinks something might be wrong with the starter. And I was kind of looking at it over here. It looks like something's kind of broken right down in here. I don't know if that's what's going on with it or not, but I definitely don't think we're going to pull start this one. Man, this thing is just kind of the most interesting thing I think I've ever seen. It's amazing what some people put together. Pretty neat looking little, looks like a home built stainless tank up front. Quarter elliptical springs there and a straight axle in the front. Hell, we can almost call this the gasser garden tractor or something. Come on around here. This thing, I can't wait to see this thing going. I've always kind of been into older garden tractors and stuff. I've got a couple old Sears garden tractors from the 70s that I like to do some pulling with and stuff, just kind of on the side. Nothing professional or anything, but like, you know, my nephew, he used to have an old wheel horse that he thought was pretty good. I like to tie them back to back and see which one can outpull whatnot, but I don't know. I'm afraid this one's going to give my old Sears a run for the money. As soon as we get it going, we'll get Lisa on this thing and tie it up to the old Sears and see what'll happen. But I'm definitely not gonna put any money on it, because I bet she'll be able to drag me around the section with this thing. I'll have to get good at steering that thing in reverse. Man, this is cool. Looks like it's got an old GM style one-wire alternator on here. 2 batteries, so there's probably 24 volt, I would say. A lot of that military grade stuff is, if that's what this stuff's out of. I'm going to thumb through that book here in a few minutes and see if we can kind of get a little bit more information on this thing. But man, this thing's cool. I think after we get this thing going, I'm going to see if I can talk John into letting me put an afterburner on this thing. Then we can go around and plow up everybody's garden in the neighborhood with this. Hell, we could probably put a 316 on this girl. Gotta say, this is something else. I think I'll take the old manual in the shop there and kind of thumb through it, and we can look and see if we can find out a little bit more information on this thing. Well, I just got back into the shop here and sat down before I could thumb through this manual here, because we're just kind of starting to warm up after this big cold snap that I think about everybody in the country's been having. So I thought we'd go ahead and look at this book. But man, I tell you what, whoever did this thing took awesome records on it. It's kind of almost like if you built like a home built airplane or something. You know, you can kind of keep pictures and records and stuff all the way along the way. It's got a little CD in here. It's got some pictures here. Looks like I guess in his shop or something when he was building it. And then we've got pictures here. Looks like a newspaper clipping. It says here we got to have hearing protection when we're on that thing. Well, I bet that ain't all we're gonna have. I bet when Lisa gets ready to try to pull that Sears of mine, she's probably gonna have a crash helmet on too. I'll tell you, that thing might be kind of interesting. We got the hydrostat style transmission here, that kind of tells us what it is, and then we got a schematic here. This is just cool. Whoever built this thing, man, they kept perfect records. Some more newspaper clippings. Lawnmower powered by big jet engine. Says here we got a gas turbine engine. 1969. Some more on the rear end and hydrostat setup. More schematics here. Yeah, like I said, it's always great when people keep documentation on this stuff. I've always been real bad about that. I put something together and don't keep very good records of it, and then I build something similar to it a few years down the road and I can't remember exactly what I'd used, so I have to kind of start all over again. So this is definitely a good idea to do something like that. So, well, I hope there's some people out there that might have found this video entertaining or amusing. And if you're new to it, please hit the subscribe button. There'll be plenty more videos coming out here. This is a little different one than what we've been on. It's like, you know, the other videos that I've had on there, we've been transferring this old rusty 57 Chevy over to a Buick Roadmaster chassis and floors. But there's all kinds of different stuff I plan on doing. And as far as my neighbor John and his daughter Lisa that brought that turbo or turbine or jet-powered lawnmower over here, here as soon as it warms up, I'd kind of like to go over there and see if John or Lisa can give me a tour of some of the stuff they have over there, because John's one of those kind of guys that always finds this one-off stuff, and then he's built a lot of one-off interesting stuff too. He's built like a, for instance, he has what he calls the junk gazebo, which is a 3-story gazebo in his front yard. It's all made out of recycled metal, and it's really tall. He's got you know, the old flagpole flying the American flag pretty high up there, and for like a mile or two away you can see the Old Glory flying. And it's got a zip line that comes off of it, that when he has church kids and stuff come out, they can, you know, zoom down the old zip line and stuff. And then he's built some other, you know, kind of cool stuff. He has a what he calls the truck tour, which is a part truck, part tractor deal that he built for the grandkids to play around with. And then, you know, way back in the day, he built he took an old Ford Econoline van and put like an old farmhand high lift loader on it so it could move, you know, big round bales out real fast. So I don't know what he calls that. I always kind of nickname it the Econo loader, but maybe we can get over there and him or Lisa can show us around and kind of do a few videos on some of that neat stuff, because, you know, there's a lot of that stuff out there that's kind of fascinating for people to see, that's one-off, that people have put a little bit of thought and ingenuity into building. So stay tuned. As soon as I get the old Blue Goose out of here, we'll get that jet machine in here and get her rolling, and get John and Lisa back over here, and we'll try her out and see what she does. So until then, take care.